Personal information as follows: contractor number 13013. Xiao level, LV.1. Every 10 levels constitute a rank. The level increase doesn't add any attribute enhancement, it corresponds with the world difficulty, task difficulty, etc. in Paradise. Health, 100% mana, 60. Strength, 6 agility, 7 stamina, 5 intelligence, 6 charm, 3 luck. 1 note: the standard attributes for an adult male are 5 points, with luck at 1 point. Slaughter talent, Soul Eater, after killing the target, will permanently seize 1 to 15 points of mana. This talent can seize a maximum of 100 mana in each world. Personal information is for hunters to estimate their own strength, and it is irrelevant to the actual combat power. The attribute value will affect the physical fitness of the hunter, but the battle is not only determined by physical fitness, so hunters please be careful. After carefully reviewing his personal attributes several times, Xiao memorized them in his heart. His current level is LV.1. The role of the level is self-evident, it is equivalent to his authority in the Reincarnation Paradise. The world of One Piece he entered has a difficulty level of LV.6, while his level is only LV.1, which means he is in great danger in the world of One Piece. Under normal circumstances, Reincarnation Paradise will not send contractors to a world that is more than 5 levels higher. This all has to do with his hunter status. This so-called hunter status, what benefits it brings Xiao is still unclear, but the disadvantages are evident, that is danger entering a LV.6 world, and then taking a LV.3 task, but he is only LV.1. This game seems a bit difficult. Moreover, according to the introduction of Reincarnation Paradise, he needs to help Reincarnation Paradise eliminate some abnormal contractors in other worlds in the future. This basically means that he is a natural enemy to most contractors. Even if Xiao agrees to complete the task together, other contractors will not agree. Once his identity is discovered, it will only lead to a united attack. Who can guarantee that Xiao's hunting mission does not include their numbers? As for the protection measures listed at the top, Xiao doesn't trust Reincarnation Paradise much, let alone the protection offered by Reincarnation Paradise. But it's not all bad news, his attributes are all superior to ordinary people. This is the result of his hard training. Although this kind of physical fitness doesn't mean much in the world of One Piece, it gives him a higher starting point. That Xiao's strength is not just the attributes shown, he also has a special ability, that is, he knows how to fight, and he dares to fight. Although he doesn't have the kind of wisdom that sees through everything, he has a heart that is not afraid of injury or death. It's not that he's not afraid at all, it's just that compared to ordinary people, his courage is stronger and he dares to do dangerous things. This is Xiao's capital for making a splash in Reincarnation Paradise. Sometimes, a brave heart is far more important than a strong body. So, let me see how dangerous this world of pirates really is. Xiao sprinted forward a few steps, stepped on the corner of the window, leaped up, stretched out his arms, grabbed the eaves of the roof, then exerted force with his arms, pulling his body upwards. His upper body poked out from the hole in the ceiling. Just as Xiao was about to check out the situation outside, a crisp sound came. Bang! It was a gunshot, a somewhat dull gunshot. Xiao made a judgment immediately, pulling his body back behind the wall, with his hands tightly gripping the eaves. Xiao slowly poked his head out to check the situation outside. Bang, 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 the sound of gunfire outside was continuous. After observing, Xiao judged that it should be two forces of the scrapyard fighting. Both sides had dozens of people and were in a mid-range gunfight. Xiao noticed that the clothes of both sides were very worn out, and they were all thin and yellow. They should all be refugees from the scrapyard. Toby, this territory is ours. What do you mean? We are all pitiful people, scavenging. Do you want to kill us all? The gunfire subsided a bit, and the two sides began to argue loudly. Your territory. I now have more than a dozen guns. From now on I have the final say here. When I save enough money, I will take people out to sea, then I will be a pirate. Roger, put down your weapon, I'll give you a chance to surrender. Toby's words were interrupted by a gunshot, and he pulled his head back behind the pile of trash that in the dilapidated house. Xiao could just see the man who was speaking. He was a big bearded man, standing behind a pile of trash with a grim smile on his face. It seemed that he was not willing to accept the surrender of the other party, but wanted to wipe them out. This Toby, unlike the thin and yellow refugees, was tall and muscular. Xiao sighed in his heart. He finally felt how dangerous a LV.6 world was. If he had rashly gone out earlier, he would definitely have been shot into a honeycomb, and this was just the beginning. It should be more dangerous later. Just as Xiao was waiting for the two groups to disperse, a nimble figure suddenly jumped into the house, where he was from the roof. Phew, that was close. I finally found a safe place. The newcomer was speaking halfway when they saw Xiao, who was clinging to the wall. The other party was about to speak, but Xiao had already let go of the hand holding the eaves, and his body fell freely. After landing, Xiao lowered his body, pushed off the ground with his feet, a few dry leaves splashed up, and he pounced on the other party like a nimble cheetah. The other party was just about to explain something, but it was too late. Xiao first punched the other party in the lower abdomen. He could clearly feel the other party's soft lower abdomen being pushed in by his fist. The other party bent over in pain, just about to scream, but Su Xiao's palm had already covered the other party's mouth and nose. Only a muffled hum came out. That's not all. While Su Xiao's hand was covering the other party's mouth, his other hand was flat, his hand was like a blade, and his fingertips pointed viciously at the other party's chest. Thud. The unique dull sound of a heavy blow to the chest came. Su Xiao could feel the other party's body soften, and the fear in their eyes as they slumped down. They could only make a soft murmuring sound when his fingertips hit the other party's heart. Su Xiao felt a very soft touch. A woman? The reason he did this was because he couldn't determine whether the other party was an enemy or a friend, so it was better to subdue them first. No, don't hurt me. The voice of the other party was as fine as a mosquito. Su Xiao looked up and down at the newcomer, the uneven black color, the face full of dust, but the cheeks not covered by dust were very white, the linen clothes were very large, it could be seen that the other party's body was very thin, and the age was not big. Who are you? Su Xiao could guess the other party's purpose, it should be to seek refuge. I'm Mia, I really mean no harm, please don't hurt me. Mia's voice was very small, being hit in the heart. It was already a strong constitution for Mia not to faint, she wouldn't have the ability to move freely in a short time. Don't make a sound, or I'll kill you. If his life was in danger, Su Xiao would kill, he still had a deep hatred to avenge. Gulp. Mia, who was only 15 or 16 years old, swallowed. Okay, I just want to take refuge, I won't make a sound. Suddenly, Mia felt that staying with this man in front of her was not safer than outside. The gunfire outside gradually stopped, and the chaotic battle should end soon. Su Xiao was waiting. As soon as the chaotic battle outside was over, he would go out immediately. Although this was dangerous, it was also an opportunity. He needed weapons very much, starting with empty hands, not to mention a decent weapon. There wasn't even a wooden stick near Su Xiao.